Good afternoon, guys and girls. How we all doing? Right, we are back in Hogwarts. T-Bank, how you doing? Welcome on in, lurk away. Right, let's... Right, where were we last night? We got quite a bit done yesterday. We done 3 streams and we got a hell of a lot done. Bloody hoodie strings all bloody scuba. Right, crikey. What are we doing? Everything. Oh, need more mandrakes. Ooh, let's go grab some.
You should be proud of all the potions you've...
Let's get some fertilizer. Mandrakes. I've actually used a few of these recently. They were full. Let's have a look. Yeah, everything's pretty much where we want it, I think. Yes, right, let's go. Are they finished? No. Oh, yes, they are. Right, let's look at the map. What are we doing? The quests. So there is a possibility we might get this done. We'll see. Right, let's see what Sebastian's up to, because he's going a little batshit crazy. So let's do that. Although we did learn the new spell. Was it Acrocabagra or whatever it is? I don't care. Basically the curse of death or something like that, so. Go check that out. Yeah, right, where are we? In here.
Revelio.
But keep an eye out on locked doors as well, because we've got level 3 lockpicking. So we can get into everything now. Right, Ominous is there as well.
She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Well, I looked at the world clock and I thought, right, okay, well, if I start now, Getson might be in his bed. How you doing? How you doing?
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to...
Sleepy?
Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help.
11 p.m?
Leave now. Anne needs me more than ever.
Bennett.
You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Let's see. I'm not sure.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian.
You don't know. You do know. Anne has no one. I regret everything I did. I know what I did was wrong. I only hope she can forgive me. That everyone can forgive me. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Oh,
Poor
Right.
Sebastian.
there's ominous.
Ominous.
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts.
Yeah, no problem. Get some.
To talk
Thanks
to
for
Anne
coming
when
in.
I heard from Anne. I rushed to
Get
film
yourself
it,
some
found
sleep,
her with
and
Solomon's body.
no doubt I'll probably see you when I'm on later on.
Myself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't.
Yeah, catch you later. Get some.
I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
Now, let's see. Do we turn them in or? Now, what do we do? Do we shop them or do we try and protect them? Turn them in. Fuck them.
Have a choice. You're right. You were right the entire time.
I wish I hadn't been. If we do this, we may never see Sebastian again.
Do we? Do we? Ah, fuck them.
I realize that, but it's the right thing to do. He killed his uncle. We've tried to justify his actions every step of the way, but this has gone too far. It has to stop.
Very well. Leave it to me. I'll tell the headmaster. Farewell for now. I shall be in touch.
Oh.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
Right, okay, so we've made the choice. We're going to shop Sebastian and go grassing him to the headmaster. Almost regretting my choice already, but fuck him. He's an arse. Oh, what's happened here? This game. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, what? Wait. What happened to OBS? So OBS pooed his pants. Oh, come on. Gaming PCs had a shit fit. Oh my word. How long's that been? That's been paused like that for ages. Right, I'm going to restart the PC. It's been playing up. Oh, now it no worky. What's going on? Let's do Task Manager. What's going on? What the hell? Alright, I'm going to have to hard boot the PC. Right, I'll be right back, guys. Right, okay, so I've got it booted back up. Just get everything all started again. I think I'm going to end up having to reinstall Windows on the gaming PC. It's completely been crapping itself recently. I recently upgraded to Windows 11 and I don't think it went through properly. Sometimes it's a bugger to start. Right, let's see. Hogwarts. Usually once it's running, it's fine. Then it has been on all day. It's obviously had enough. Or it could even be that there's an issue with Hogwarts. Oh, right, okay. Well, to be fair, yeah, if it's already, if Windows 11's already up and running, then that should be fine, to be fair. It certainly seems to play the games alright and everything. Now Steam's not responding. Oh, what the hell? Oh no, here we go. Oh, something's downloading. What's downloading? Something's got an update. Oh, it says Spaceborne. I went and bought Spaceborne 2 yesterday as well. So, depending how we get on with Hogwarts, might play that tonight. Let that just quickly finish. Right, let's see. Hogwarts Legacy, where are we? Right, we'll see what we're gonna lose. Switch screen. Certainly yesterday there was an update for Hogwarts, and then yesterday and today it's done this thing where I go into a menu and the game shits itself and I have to reboot the PC. So chances are it's probably the game that's the problem. But the PC has got a starting issue. Sometimes I have to restart it twice before it'll actually post. It's just doing the shaders. Why is that not showing up on the screen? Usually does. Oh, there we go. Oh no. Have to do that again. Right, so do we shop Sebastian? Ah, fuck him. He's been annoying.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian.
You don't know. You do know. Anne has no one. I regret everything I did. I know what I did was wrong. I only hope she can forgive me. That everyone can forgive me. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Poor Sebastian.
Ominous.
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
We don't have a choice. You're right. You were right the entire time.
I wish I hadn't been. If we do this, we may never see Sebastian again.
I realize that, but it's the right thing to do. He killed his uncle. We've tried to justify his actions every step of the way, but this has gone too far. It has to stop.
Very well. Leave it to me. I'll tell the headmaster. Farewell for now. I shall be in touch. Whatever
Right.
lies ahead, we must face it together.
Yep, so we're shopping them. Right, let's see if the game poos its pants when I go into the menu. Hey, Andy Poggers, how you doing? Right, let's see. Speak with Natty in the Great Hall, let's do that. Since we're sort of here. Yeah, doing good, Andy, doing good. Not long started. Although PC crapped itself, so I had to restart the PC.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Some days are more difficult than others.
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Mattibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
Not your fault.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over
Oh, did you not? That's not so bad.
Reliving the moment more often than I would like.
So did you play late, or
Less helpless
did you
I
just
could
have a
feel
nice
for
long lie?
and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like
Played for a bit.
to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I believe we will get them, beginning with Harlow. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
That was short and sweet. Right, so what's next on the agenda? We'll go meet Poppy, I suppose. We're going to try and get the centaurs to help us with something. I can't mind what it is now. Christ. Memory like a sieve.
Revelio.
There's one already here.
And you say they made it after you placed the moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try to kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The Snidgets have been
streamed till about
years.
Backy 1, I think it was. Got like another 4 or 5 hours in, something like that. Again, yesterday I've done 3 streams, so I must have got a good 10, 11, maybe even 12 hours in total.
You said you divined a series of events before our paths crossed. What were they?
I saw the arrival of a stranger.
Yeah, 3 in one day.
And
nothing better to do.
Old friend. I believe now that you are the strangers. The poachers are the enemy. And the old friends are the Snidgets. I also saw 2 places tied to these events. The cave with the moonstone and the henge. The latter was bathed in moonlight.
What makes you so sure the symbol is where the Snidgets are?
I do not know. It is what I have read in the stars. Fortunes play out as they are intended. I am merely a messenger. I shall say that fortune favors us today. That you would show me a symbol whose provenance I recognize is not coincidence, but fate.
Let's find the Snidgets.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the Snidgets once again.
All right. Houseman. Right, so we have... Oh, horse. Yeah, what are they called? Centaurs or something like that, yeah. Half man, half horse. As long as he's no hung like a man, he'll be alright. Oh, now we've got to speak to Piers Pemberton. That's to do with the moonstones. Let's go to that. Let's have a look where we might be going. Oh, Hogsmeade. Wait, what? Hold on. That's like the main mission. What have I done? Alright, there's the one for Poppy, but we've got to do that one. Ah, right, okay. There he's there. Right. to travel. And I think I've got all the locked doors in Hogsmeade now, I think.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
You might as well watch if you
Care enough to remove my demiguise statues. What's wrong with it?
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah. Well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
Sounds as if Mr. Moon deserved what he got. But perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Well, now we've got to go speak to Mr. Moon. Right, okay. He'll be back at the school. Let's see. Maybe there. There or there. It's hard to tell where these bloody statues are. Maybe that one. Let's go that one.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Nice to see you nice. Oh, this way.
This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password?
Eh? Statue?
Revelio.
Statue? What statue? What? Oh, the one-eyed witch. Alright, okay, we'll maybe do that once we speak to him.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues.
Someone you bullied? Ah, yeah,
It was
bullied.
a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Ooh, level 36.
Descendium. Goodness. Who knew this was all down here?
Revelio.
Oh, cool.
A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken, though.
Nothing the old Rapario won't fix.
Reparo.
That's always cool.
That seems to have done the trick.
Revelio.
This castle will never cease to surprise me.
I think we're not actually following the mission. That one. Yeah, let's just track it. Just in case I miss what we're
Revelio.
doing. Shinies.
Confringo.
Oh shit.
Revelio.
Big chest up there.
Confringo.
I like how the web sort of burned away. That's pretty cool. What did that? Oh, that just brought me up there. Alright, okay. Ha. Okay.
Levioso. Revelio.
Of course there'd be stuff over there. Now, how much infantry space have I got left? Alright, we're empty, that's fine. So we're alright there. Now, I'm not keen on the look of that cloak anyway, so what have we all got? What have we not? Don't really run about in that. What could have the... I could have the cloak. It's that one. Beast race. Oh yeah, we've run about in that. Not done that one. Black one. Let's go with that. Something different.
Revelio.
I'm going to have to get past this.
No. Ah, no.
Reparo. Levioso. Deposo. Levioso.
Eh. Wait, what?
Ha. Revelio. Confringo.
This must be lots of webs.
One more to go and I'll make it across.
Yeah, let's see that one. Wrong one.
Levioso.
Something is getting in the way of that platform.
Deposit. Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
Aha! Got it.
This has got a bit of run and a jump, is it no? Alright,
Revelio.
we made it.
This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate.
In this game, it's bloody breathtaking at times.
Confringo.
Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes.
Honeydukes.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Revelio.
Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth?
God damn it. Keep doing that.
Revelio.
Presume we need to be stealthy-ish.
I have the dried billywig stings. Now, back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe is going to turn out.
Little bit of cake. Oh. Whoa, what's happening? Right, while we're here, what am I looking for? Oh, the animal shop. So I've got a few animals we can sell.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide.
Grab that as well, since we're
Never go wrong.
fairly low in them.
Good choice, I'd say.
Yeah, I've got lots we can sell. Almost worse than the poachers.
I'll not mind seeing you here again.
Why have I only got about £2,000? Where's all my money went? Oh, that's right. The last upgrade for the broom was about £7,500. Forgot about that.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
Has he got anything decent? I'm only buying legendary stuff now. Let's say better than what we've got. Ah, we've got to buy that just for 1 point of difference. Oh shit.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
That's one. That's 1 point. That's a little bit better actually. I will take that. Take
You won't be
gloves.
disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Right, so who we're going to see now? Is it world map or is it Hogwarts? Hogwarts, right. Yeah, let's go with that one. That one.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Hey. Where's my quest gone? The Billywigs, that's right.
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywig stings.
You got them! Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whizbeer.
Right, let's go see Poppy. Oh, new area. Well, I've got to mark that as a Hoochie Scooch. Let's travel there.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Got the fast travel point that's up here. There's another settlement up here as well. Christ, there's lots of stuff here.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio.
Type of challenge, is it? Oh, we could spend ages here now. Oh, god damn it.
Hello. Might you have time to help with an urgent delivery?
You sound as if you could use some help.
Oh, yes, I could. Eddie Thistlewood's the name. A dear friend of mine in Feldcroft is at his wit's end due to the relentless attacks on his hamlet by Ranrock and his loyalists. I sent 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages to help, but they've gone missing.
Good idea. Those cabbages are nothing to be trifled with.
My thoughts precisely. You see, I know plants, and I believe the goblins will be so irritated by the onslaught of ferocious vegetation, they'll simply leave Feldcroft alone. I wonder if you might track the 2 crates down and deliver their contents to my friend Bernard Indiai. I simply can't leave my shop at present.
See what I
Very
can
well,
do.
sir. I shall keep an eye out for 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages.
Oh, thank you. I shall let Bernard know he might be receiving those cabbages after all.
What do you have for sale?
I'm convinced that Feldcroft will be much safer with Chinese chomping cabbages defending them.
Sounds like Feldcroft's in trouble. Perhaps I should try to help.
I'll be able to put that to good use. Thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
Revelio. Wonder who lives here. Ha. 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 Ah.
Big old chest.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Right there.
Mine now, demiguise.
There's a statue in there.
FBI, open up!
Cheesy peeps. Dragon Doll, how you doing?
Revelio.
Morning. Oh no.
Accio.
Get that.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Holy crap, that's early, is it not?
Revelio.
You working the day or are you off?
What needs doing, needs doing.
Is everything all right?
If the Hamlet sent you here to talk to me about... I I know what I have to do. It's not every day a girl has to put down her own troll. I should be allowed to work up to it.
What do you mean, your own troll?
I thought that's why you were here. I'm sorry. I suppose if you spend enough time with trolls, you forget your manners. I'm Alexandra. I didn't mean to be short with you. With Ranrock's lot seemingly everywhere, I thought the hamlet could use a bit more security. But my plan has gone awry. I apologised when he almost trampled half the hamlet yesterday. He just needs more time. But everyone wants him gone. They think it's mad, my training a troll. Impossible, even.
It certainly takes a lot of courage to try. I'll give you that.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I wish others felt the same. But I suppose I understand why everyone's been so concerned. What made me think I could train him? I should have learned from Barnabas the Barmy. But he's my troll and my problem. I'll be honest. I'm afraid I won't be able to take care of him. He's stronger than any troll I've ever encountered. I wish I knew someone else who could do it.
What exactly were you training the troll to do?
Maybe a
I was
troll?
hoping to train him to serve as protection for us. Frankly, I struggled to teach him even a word or two. Couldn't give him even a semblance of self-control.
Who's Barnabas the Barmy?
Surely you've seen the tapestry of him at Hogwarts. It hangs in the 7th floor corridor. He allegedly tried to train trolls for the ballet. You can imagine how that turned out.
I'm not thrilled at the prospect, but I'll consider it.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to suggest that you should do it. In fact, you should avoid the area just southwest of here. At least until I work up the courage to do what needs to be done.
We've got to kill it. Oh, that should be easy enough done. What else we got?
Troll on the loose near a hamlet.
Oh.
That could be devastating.
Revelio.
Oh, damn it. We'd be outside, wouldn't it?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Bloody hell. Chest up here as well.
Revelio.
We're not even here to do this. We're here for a different mission.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Revelio.
What? Set away over here? Surely no, that must be for something different. It is. Oh, of course, I'm going to have to do that now. Crikey.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Is that ace? Let's change. What's up there?
This looks intriguing.
Revelio.
Like it. Simple. All that for a silly little chest. Right, where's the... Where's the Merlin trial?
Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Right, so it's that one there, so where is the challenge? Right, so what we've got here. Right, it looks like it's a ball. A ball into that. Right, any chances it up this hill?
Closer.
Strength to do that. Be able to push it. And it's off. Let's see if we can get a hole in one. It'll probably bounce out it. It stinks. Get in there.
That's that. Settled.
Another one.
Revelio.
Go to Troll's Den. Alright, might as well. Come on then.
I take it you're Alexandra's friend? One less fell. I feel awful for Alexandra, but the hamlet needed to be saved from that troll.
Well, that didn't take much.
Revelio.
One naughty spell and we're done. What creatures are here? What are they? Let's have a look at them. Measles. I've got them.
Revelio.
So, oh, that's the mission we're going to be doing.
Incendio. Tego. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Sendo. Incendio. Confringo. Glacius. Revelio.
Awesome.
Confringo! What went on here, I wonder?
Revelio.
Confringo! Confringo! Revelio. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Hey, Deviant. It must have done. It must have done. That's all been fixed, did. Or it had been. Let me check my Discord. Oh yeah, it's there today. Oh no, that's yesterday. Oh. Well, that's... Oh, so it never went. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why that is. Why did that not go out? Strange. Maybe the computer thinks I've been streaming since yesterday. Wow. What's happened there? Yeah, maybe. How you doing, Deviant? No seen you in for a few days. Have you been lurking? Ah, right, okay, that's fair enough. That is certainly fair enough.
Wonder who lived.
I hope you avoided my troll.
You avoided it? Oh no, we killed it.
It's done, Alexandra. I took care of him.
My troll? What? Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I wish things could have turned out differently for him.
There wasn't much you could have done. He was beyond training. Tried to kill me the entire time.
Goodness. I'm glad you're all right. You're very brave. People in the hamlet had already crafted a moniker for whoever eventually defeated that troll. It was Troll something or other.
Slayer?
Yes, that was it. I suppose it's your title now. I need some time on my own, but truly, thank you for what you did.
The Troll Slayer has a nice ring to it.
Yes, it does. Right, let's see what we're doing now. Oh yeah, we're meant to be going... oh no. Let's do the chomping cabbages. We've got a travel point nearby. Probably there. Let's go there.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Let's take the big ferry.
Ah, there you are. What say we pick up the pace a bit?
Nothing
Stuck.
would have
You'll regret crossing.
Someone's going. I'm out. Stop right there. Ah! Enjoy, Steve.
Thought you could hide from.
No.
What are you, shy? I'll see more courage and.
Now to finish the job.
Revelio.
We've already done this one. Oh, looks like there's a pile of guys as well.
That crate of Chinese chomping cabbages is somewhere in this camp.
Imperial.
Bringo!
Crucio.
Hit someone who took the Bringo!
Oh shit.
Now you've done it.
Ah, the lamb returns to the wolf.
That ought to warm you up. Fighting with vision.
Look alive. Expelliarmus.
No, too harsh.
Levioso. Damn you.
Hardly felt.
Sender.
Look what you've done!
Salon class. Fringo. Descender.
You didn't like that, did you?
You're approaching Velia.
Right, chomping cabbages. Where's this? Where's the boxes? Retrieve the cat. Ah, right. Okay, they must be there.
That's one crate in hand. I only need one more.
Can we not rescue that? No. Oh, crazy. Oh, bloody hell, we're going somewhere else. It's quite far away. Let's take that felly. Wait, where are we on the map? Alright, we need to go around the other way. We've got 5 balloons. Let's try and get them. Missed.
Where did I set my traps? No,
You can see why Feldcroft needs help.
Spells won't save you now.
Come on, Jesus, get down. Right. Oh shit. It's slow an assassin, eh? Where's an assassin?
Oh, you think you're so clever.
Arrest him, Ravenclaw.
Yep, done that. You can kill them now.
You've been paying it as the student. What was that?
White, drag this out longer than necessary.
Sendo.
That was unimpressive. Still holding up. When are you getting? That's the student who released Owen. Are you through with her? You.
You only have Ranrock to blame.
Hate the goblins. They're a pain. Absolute pain.
That's all of the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft.
I'm far away.
That's all of the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft.
Oh, thanks for like right there.
Enough little place?
Hello there. Do you have this special delivery from my dear friend?
Hello, Mr. Ndai. Eddie Thistlewood sent me.
Yes, he told me to expect you. Do you Chinese
Excuse me.
chomping cabbages?
I have them right here.
Marvelous. This will go a long way towards protecting the hamlet from Ranrock's loyalists. The same foul curs who, I'm willing to guess, intercepted them in the first place, along with Rookwood's lot. Feldcroft owes a debt of gratitude to you and Eddie. Thank you for your help.
What do you have for sale?
At last, some reinforcements. Hopefully this is enough to thwart the goblins.
Right, okay.
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
I've never seen a sword like it.
Sendo! Here. Sendo!
I will make...
Revelio.
Right, mission, what we're doing now. We'll go see Poppy, I think. A bird in the hand is better than 5 in the bush or some rubbish like that. Because that's why we went up there. Let's fast travel to there. Got distracted by 2 separate missions there.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
How remarkable.
I got here as soon as I could.
Did you see the symbol above the entrance? It's the one the mooncalfs made at the henge. Of course Doran
Oh.
implied as much.
I never
but
noticed.
see it up there.
Could this actually be where the Snidgets are hidden?
Let's find out. Doran's waiting for us just up ahead.
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe
Oh,
it?
right enough. It's a
Actual
symbol.
Snidgets. I'm glad we
Revelio.
seem to be a step ahead of the poachers.
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount. We, on the other hand, had Doran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow stumble upon this place, we
Damn.
shall be long gone.
Damn. I hate that. I seen a different shiny, I wanted to get it, but not allowed.
Revelio.
Greetings.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting long, Doran.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do you have the Moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does happen next? What are these pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect. There is only one way to find out. And as for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
Figure out how to enter the ruins. Right, so let's put the stone there. Let's see.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Whoa! Got attacked by a bloody spider there.
I wonder if the
Lumos.
pillars move at all.
Yeah, the pillars move. I see that one's lit up as well.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Oh, right, okay. Aye, so we need all these symbols lit up. Right. room. Do I have to get that moonlit? Or is it tell? Oh, hold on.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
One there. And that symbol around there. No, maybe so. What the hell? So I presume that's light, that's dark, so if that's darkness, that's light. Let's bring you round. Bring you round to here.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I haven't a freaking clue what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Right, this has got me like. This has totally got me. So what's this? What's the mission? Oh, jeez, peeps. Bird in the hand. I'm going to have to look this up because I'm going bananas. Let's see. Hog. Let's have a quick look. I'm cheating here. Don't mind me.
I wonder if the pillars move at all.
Eh,
I suspect we all know lies beyond that passage.
eh,
And now,
eh. That easy? No. No.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Wait, hold on, hold on. Wait. It's this side. What's that symbol? That's that symbol there. He's got that. There used to be a round one.
Perhaps that did it. Look,
Right.
Doran, a doorway.
So how?
I suspect we all know what lies beyond that passage.
So
And now, I'm afraid I must leave you.
so how?
At least for a time.
You're not coming in with us.
I've no idea
If
how
the
that worked.
Smiths are here, the herd will want to see the truth of it for themselves. Alec especially.
Ah,
Go on without me. I will rejoin.
it's a sundial. Aye, so there was that symbol. There was the sun symbol. Oh my word. How? How the hell were you supposed to get that? Jesus. Anyway, we're in. We're in.
Revelia.
Cheated, but we're in.
Revelia.
Look at the murals on the wall.
Confringo.
Creatures. This place must have been built to protect them.
Revelia.
They had nothing to fear.
What makes you say that?
The poacher camps always felt oppressive. It's hard to explain, but the feeling was palpable. At least
So
to me.
many books.
The scent. You haven't seen my grand study.
Confringo. Revelio.
How do we get up there?
Here. Wingardium Leviosa.
Let's see, so I want to change that to that. Oh, God, done that again. What was that? That one.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Revelio. Bombarda! Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Funny feeling that's where I'm meant to be. Let's finish checking out here.
Bombarda! Revelio.
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
Wager this isn't the dead end it seems to be. But how to get through?
Right, okay, so let's go that way then.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Bombarda! Arresto Momentum. Confringo. Revelio. Whoever built this place certainly liked to read.
And the book's all
Lumos.
about creatures.
Your gran would love it here.
She would.
Revelio.
I can't wait to tell her
Lumos.
all about it. Lumos. Lumos.
I just knocked her down.
Confringo.
What's up here?
Revelio. Leviosa.
Shit.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius.
Cool.
Of course.
Revelio.
How clever. Look at this place.
Little puppy squeaking.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Not Durham. That's for certain.
It would appear grossly out.
Shall we finish what is enough? Back for more.
Oh yes. Here comes the centaurs.
Ready your wands. The fight has only us.
You made of
Mandrake.
I think that was all of them.
Jesus.
You unharmed. I had hoped to return before it was too late.
We're fine, but if you hadn't got here when you did,
Revelia.
I led them here, Doran.
You fought with us against your kind. I am glad to have witnessed this. I now believe all that Doran told me.
They are the ones I saw, Alec.
Finish your work here, brother. All the events divined have not yet come to pass.
Revelia.
Nice stuff over here as well. Bloody cheesy peeps. Cool. That's what we're looking at here.
There they are. Now, all that remains is to break the charm.
You want us to...
Abracadabra.
I only ever wanted to see them safe, which they are. You should do it. Merlin, they're lovely. But what happens now? They can't care for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance...
No harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Doran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It is you who deserves the merit, child. You did what the poachers would never have. Remember that. You both fought bravely today. Allow us to carry the mantle from here.
If it's all right, Doran, I think I'd like to stay behind and spend a little more time with the Snidgets.
Lovely. Right. Let's see.
Revelio.
What's all here? More dittany leaves than you can shake a stick at. Well, done here then by the looks of it. Let's go to that one. Oh, that's right. Getting a possible new wand, eh? Right, so we need to go to Hogsmeade. What have we got here? Oh, map not available. Right, there we should be able to travel. Should. Now, there is a place of power over this way.
There's a victory that came none too soon.
Arresto Momentum Bombarda. Confringo.
Let's get that. Because that should be simple enough. Should be.
Revelio.
That wasn't too hard.
That was simple.
Revelio.
Right, Hogsmeade. Let's travel there.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Settle in a wee bit.
There's Ollivander's. I hope he can help me craft the Keeper's Wand. Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Good to see you, my young Ravenclaw friend. Allow me once again to express my family's gratitude. They were pleased to learn that the wand Richard Jackdaw disappeared with those many years ago had been located, even if it was somewhat unusable.
Glad to hear it.
Now, I received an owl from Eleazar, Professor Fig. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Halsey.
It is done.
How are you doing?
Halseat38 is now following.
Ooh, fancy.
I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
Oh no, it's him.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics.
I'll put your wand away.
Right. Of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together. What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
Oh. Oh. Ah, shit.
Potato!
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap.
Incendio!
Arrest them.
Rules don't go down easy. Press Incendio! Incendio!
Right, let's oh, what do I want? What do I want? That stuff. Let's get one of these guys out. Let's get some oh Christ, I'm short on cabbage.
You will not survive!
Now,
Don't want to mess with me, mister. Oh. Whoa.
Delay the inevitable. How delightful.
Right, so an executioner. That's a scout.
Time for some assistance.
I'm just warming up.
I want the light go out of your eyes. Is that the next of yours?
You're going to regret. A lamb to the slaughter.
We've got an assassin.
What are your folks on?
Oh, an executioner. There we go. Bit. What we got? What we got? Let's get this.
You'll regret that.
Jesus. Come on. Let's see it what put that back into there. That. Jesus.
You've made a great mistake. I'm just warming up. That's just the beginning. You're going to regret that. Had enough? You're no match for me. That's a test you can book. What have you... I'm just warming up.
Alright, okay. Oh, him again. Oh, bash the button, bash the button. Oh, Jesus. Alright, okay.
Make this too easy for me.
Oh, at least give it a little effort.
Oh, that was Victor.
Can't hold up forever. That's just the beginning.
Right, okay, let's get the big guns out.
To your knees.
Oh, that's him down. Oh no. Oh, A this time. Oh crap. I was already bashing the X. Did we just blow him up? Holy shit. Right, okay.
I can't believe it. Rookwood's reign is finally over. I'll need to send an owl to Natty right away. For now, though, I need to get back to the map chamber and tell Fig what's happened.
Yeah, just murdered. Christ, look at all the stuff everywhere. Certainly was dragon, certainly was.
Revelio.
That was some bloody battle. Stuff everywhere. There's a locked door over there as well. There's a
Sometimes I do wonder if your eyes are still in your
chest in there. Let's see. Oh, can get it.
Revelio.
Oh, it's level 3 one of them. I got a big chest out there. Let's cheat and do it this way. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Why am I stuck?
Revelio.
Let me free this little fella.
Alohomora. Revelio.
So we've got baddies are down here. We'll take care of them. Got a locked door. We'll unlock that. It's another bloody chest.
I tell you, Dave, Hogwarts is lucky they've got me.
Sendo. Revelio.
Christ almighty. Another one. So free that wee fella.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Right, let's have a look at the map, see what's round about us. I think we might just carry on. Oh, butterflies. Let's mark that. Let's go do the butterflies. I can fly through there. This way. So they don't send me on too much of a merry dance.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student.
Lovely, right. Niffler Den, that's fine. Inferi layer. Alright, okay. Let's go kill some Inferi. I think we've almost killed them all. Well, for the challenge anyway. I think I must already have the kill 100 of them. More of the tiny heads. Let's see. Nothing else in the area. Right, going back to... Where are we going? Return to the map chamber. Right, let's fast travel. Fast travel there. What have we got as well? See Hogwarts. Oh, I might have coffee. Might have to get a coffee.
Please meet me as soon as possible. I received an interesting owl from Joanna Bickle about Harlow.
Yes, coffee, coffee. Right, I tell you what, I'll go get a coffee before we do this next bit. I'll be right back, guys. Right, we're back.
Victor Rookwood is dead. He confronted me as I left Ollivander's with the Keeper's Wand. I had to...
Boy Scout!
Godric's heart. Are you all right?
Cheers, T-Bank.
I know you're well able to defend yourself. I've seen it often enough. But Rookwood himself...
Morning, Boy Scout. How you doing?
He would have killed me once he found the repository, if not before. I had no choice.
You're right. You had no choice. You did what you had to do. The wizarding community owes you a great debt.
Thank you for saying so, Professor.
Oh yeah, I bet, yeah.
The Keepers have been waiting.
You have completed all of our trials, and you have done so under circumstances even I did not foresee. You understand now why all of this was necessary. The portkey, the vault, the locket, the book, the trials. To ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same choice that San, Neve, Charles, and I did.
Now that you have witnessed my memory, you understand all that is at stake.
36.
Not everyone is what they seem.
As you know, light does not exist without shadow, nor shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Even the most well-meaning
yeah, not far away
amongst us cannot possibly know the consequences of manipulating what should be beyond our reach.
What lies in the repository must never be released.
Oh, tons.
The temptation.
Absolutely tons.
Or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it. We leave our legacy in your hands.
Oh.
Must be the way to the repository.
Wow, okay, right. So before we go there, I want to go to room of requirement, that is for sure. Yeah, level 36. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's where we're going to head to the room of requirements. Let's check out all our stuff, get everything topped up. Right, so let's go sort out our plants first. Just so if we need to wait for more, we can do. They're really used to focus potion. Cabbages. Oh, we're full. Right, so let's have a look. Yep. Not bothered with the red potion. Oh! Need Mandrake. It's full. Right, so what have we got? Let's see what's in the rest of them, I suppose. Other stuff's all pretty much pointless now. It's only legendaries that I use. So we get all the good traits. Right, need to go upgrade that pair of gloves. Right, now I had just damage from all plants. Increased damage from all plants. Right, let's check on that one up there. Get the horns and feathers and got baby unicorns. Let me collect. There we go.
Potato.
Right, so let's see.
Everything's all right now.
Right, so we're pretty much sorted there. God. I'm sure we'll be fine. Professional gamer. What could go wrong? Ken, what we don't even need to do any of that stuff. Right, let's go for it. Oh, I'll tell you what we will do though. Go to Hogsmeade and we'll just sell all the stuff. Let's go there, travel there. Yes, all the gear's maxed.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Hello there. Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Well, now it's 103, but I think it's only by 1 point. I'm not buying something for 1 point.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Ah, balls, I went to roomie requirement. Idiot. Well, now, I'll tell you what, before we go doing this, go speak with Natty.
Wonder who lives here.
Thank you for your persistence and cleverness. I confronted Piers about it and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be bygones. Don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there again.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been actually getting through quite a lot today, actually. Okay, we've been on for 2.5 hours. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff.
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all.
Now we're going to do Harlow.
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Oh yeah, no problem, Boy Scout. No problem.
Agreed. Let's finish this.
Brilliant. Harlow's reign ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bicker.
Revelio, are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
That I do.
Wow, check this place out.
Keep an eye out. Harlow is likely around here somewhere. I sense he is close.
Where is he?
I do not know. We should look around.
Gullible children, what right
We were right.
Jesus.
You will pay for your dealing.
Incendio!
He's pedal high. Back for more.
It was good. Yeah, it was a good fight, like. It was a good fight.
No more allowed.
You've been a thorn in our side long enough! Terrific totally! I need that for a very long time! Terrific totally! Terrific totally!
You're idiot. You've made a great mistake. Good job, thing, aren't you?
Little Nat Sione, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills.
Your arrogance will be your downfall, Harlow.
Oh.
My words.
Take that. Oh shit.
Natty! No! Natty!
Crucio him in the head. I know, yeah. That's disappointing. Well, that's true. Crap.
Revelio.
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother.
Right, okay.
It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
What are you thinking?
Earth possessed you to do something like that.
I don't know, but What other choice did I have? You were in danger.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty?
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? Taking down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you.
Revelio.
Right, okay. Oh, a locked room.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Might as well do that. Ah! I thought it was just about to fly across the bugger. Gotcha.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Chest.
Revelio.
400 years. 400 years I've been hearing them. I truly had enough.
Oh shit, it's one of
I
them.
cannot be with you any longer.
Revelio.
Well, where'd you go in?
Marvellous, simply marvellous. I've never seen the headmaster so regal. Actually, I have come to think of it. His way, really, isn't it?
Scrope's master is indeed regal, sir.
You wouldn't mind having a
milliseconds.
time, would you?
Scrope may only carry out the requests of Scrope's master, sir.
Oops.
As Scrope is sure, sir, no.
Yes, of course, I'm familiar. It's just that there have been attempts over the years to dust my statue, but no one has ever cared enough to do the task properly.
Why?
Scrope is most sorry for Sir that no one would care about Sir and leave him so very neglected.
Yes, all right, no need to pile it on. Anything to do with the bloody Baron always looks impeccable.
Ah, done it again.
And the Fat Friar, but me...
I've got quite a few to be fair. I've only done maybe 4 or 5, maybe.
And also nearly dusted.
And there's what, 16?
Yes, no need to dwell.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
In the chest. That's what's on this sort of level. Now it's showing it down.
Revelio.
Right, obviously no roundabout here. Anyway, what we might be doing? Jesus, getting distracted here. What we're looking at. Let's go see Poppy in the Great Hall.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
I see Doran finally convinced you to leave the Snidgets.
If anyone can keep them out of poacher hands, it's the centaurs. And I wanted to thank you. When the poachers ambushed us, it was nice not to face them alone.
Of course. It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose so. I am glad you came to Hogwarts. It's already been my best year. I wouldn't want a repeat of Horntail Hall, of course, but I did enjoy the Three Broomsticks. Had no idea how lovely it was there.
Had you never been to the Three Broomsticks?
I used to spend most of my time with Highwing, and well, I don't know how Serona feels about hippogriffs popping in for a butterbeer. Highwing's the only one I would have gone with. Or Gran, of course.
Nothing wrong with that. Highwing's good company.
She is. Although I am beginning to see the appeal of human friends. It was nice to talk about my parents and Gran with someone. And share Highwing.
I don't suppose you've heard anything from your parents, have you?
I haven't, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
Does your Gran know that we found the Snidgets?
I couldn't hold it in any longer. I told her everything. She was livid that I'd been anywhere near the poachers, but she confessed that she was rather envious about the Snidgets.
It has all been a pleasure, Poppy. Do try and stay out of trouble.
Don't know that I can. We've taken on poachers twice now, successfully. I rather think you've helped me develop a taste for it. And with centaurs as allies, I might actually go looking for trouble. You and I should...
Oh, aye. How could that end?
Perhaps Highwind can join us?
Yeah, so we've got... Again, if you look at the... This thing, where is it? Quests. Again, we're at 80%. So obviously I've finished all of them. Now, obviously got main quests. This is obviously, we're on the last one. Then you've got your side quests. Now that, the last ones we've done was 18. But yeah, there's another 32 relationship quests. So we've got 11 out of 32 on that. So yeah, there's still a lot to do. So even when we do finish the game, we've still got a lot of stuff to do. And then obviously you've got your field guide pages. Oh, Christ, okay. So what are these ones? There's pages in Hogwarts, we've obviously got all of them. In the Highlands we've still got, aye. So we're almost finished that as well. Jesus. Room requirement. Okay, we've almost finished that as well. Christ. Yeah, so we're getting through it. Right, we need to go back to the rumour requirement. Let's top up on our potions and stuff again. And we'll go give this last mission a bash.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Hey, what were we short on? Fair, we've got enough. Right. Oh, got a uniform. What have we got? Can't use it yet. Right, okay. Oh dear. Now, need to pick the quest, I suppose. Final repository. What could go wrong? sticks. What have I done?
Revelio.
Oh, Peach.
Revelio.
I thought we got all of them. Right. Boom. Let's see if we can fast travel again. Ah, there we go. Secret rooms. Map chamber.
I should
Is he
hope that
coming
the
with me?
enchantments protecting the castle would protect against an incursion from below.
I fear they may not. Although, if they don't now, I can assure you they will in the future.
Were you able to reach Professor Weasley?
I was. Hopefully she and the others will arrive soon. They know where to find the door through which we entered.
Oh shit.
Damn the goblins.
I wonder if Ravenclaw is here.
Let's go.
Revelio.
If his loyalists are here, he cannot be far behind.
You and I have faced worse, Professor.
Search the area! Must be here somewhere. We must be getting closer.
We'll
This drill stands between us and him. We need to move it.
I shall handle it. One moment. Let's go.
Oh, of course. Oh shit.
Where are the others?
Oh, straight in the pus.
Can only hope they
You will not take what is not yours!
Oh my word. I pressed the button. Oh, that's another challenge done.
Professor, the way forward.
Very perceptive, my young friend.
Pick up the bogies.
It worked. Let's go.
That looks like a bloody entrance as well.
You're right, Professor. There's nothing we can do but keep searching. Revelio.
Lumos! Listen, more goblins up ahead.
What have we here? It's the student and their brother. Run, why? Coming back this way. I've been fighting since
Fringo.
You two against Ravenclaw. You can't stop us. You try again, I beg you. I can do this for hours.
These tunnels haven't brought us much luck so far.
I don't know.
Revelio.
Bloody frames keep dropping out periodically.
Revelio. We're getting closer, Professor. That way.
Right. Wow. Oh, here come the professors.
The goblins have somehow evaded the castle's defensive charms.
Steer them this way. We shall make quick work of them.
They got this.
Class. That's class.
Time to move. We're in the thick of it now.
We'll show these beasts who's in charge.
Your timing couldn't be better, Professor Heckert.
Thank you, Professor.
Revelio.
Ranrock's plan will fail. Cover up why he's coming.
Oh.
Another troll.
Awesome. Oh shit. Oh shit. Class.
The one! Quickly!
We made it.
I'm relieved we got here before Ranrock.
I can't believe this is it. The repository has been under the castle for hundreds of years.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good. But she did not know the risks. She did not see what the Keepers have shown you. What Isadora showed you. You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
Oh no. Keep it contained here.
Plan to keep the repository as it is.
I'm pleased to hear that. I've been thinking.
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret from everyone, including Professor Weasley. But now I wonder if I should have shared it with her, and the others, sooner. Trusted them more. The Keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
I plan to keep it a secret for now, but in time, when I'm ready, I plan to tell those I trust everything and accept their help.
I believe that is what Miriam would have wanted. We should trust in others. If anyone can rise to this challenge, my friend, it is you.
The arrogance of wizard kind. Goblins built this repository. It belongs to us.
Enough, Ranrock. It was never yours.
I've been wanting to play with this.
Miriam's wand.
If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been avoided. Foolish, self-important witch.
Oh.
Seems you're two of a kind. give up either.
Oh. Whoa, what the hell? Oh no!
Feeding off the power from the repository.
Your beautiful magic is no match for mine, child!
Taylor, stupefy. Those traces of magic are somehow protecting the dragon. Repulsor. That's it, the trick. I haven't found the lock.
There seems to be some fighting you after all. No! I shall rid you of it. Come and stay up, creature.
You can't stop me! Two sources of power. You don't like that very much, do you?
Hell.
Stop! You have no idea what you're doing!
Keep up the charade. You can't run forever, Unlock.
Give up now. I might ensure that your death is swift.
Fringo, also.
This cannot be happening. You will die.
This ends here, Ragnarok.
Oh shit.
Think you can stop me?
Right. Oh no! Oh no! You died, you did. Hopefully not the whole thing. Oh my word. Cabbages were maybe a bad idea.
This cannot be happening. You will die.
This ends here, Ragnarok.
Then stop me.
Damn it. So I can't use that. Alright, okay. Oh, bollocks. Right, how far back?
This cannot be.
This far back.
You will die.
This ends.
Let's put that there.
Think you can stop me?
Got him? Have we got him? Christ, get a health. Like the yellow ones. Oh, crap. Is that it? Ho, ho, ho. Holy shit sticks. Crucio to the face. Whoa.
Professor.
Miriam. Miriam would have loved you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
That was good. That was good.
Professor Eleazar Fig. I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson for us all. His devotion to adventure was rivaled only by his dedication to Hogwarts. And of course, to his wife, Miriam, whom he lost much too soon as well. Yeah.
represented the best of all of us. He could be deviously clever, possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and was the most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig, well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. Those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly, and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig!
Never imagined we'd attend a funeral for one of our professors. Glad Weasley spoke for Fig. She honored him. He'll be well remembered. I only wish we could have done the same for Solomon Sallow. I need to go and see Anne soon.
Ominous, there's something I need to tell you. It's to do with Victor Rookwood.
I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if you faced quite a fight.
The rumor's true, and I did. But it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be seen and not heard.
Wait, what are you saying?
It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Victor Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along.
This can't be. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins.
You see, since Feldcroft was of interest to Ranrock, it became of interest to Rookwood as well. That's why Rookwood was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrock. When he saw Anne, well, he didn't want anyone to know that...
So he cursed her. Oh, so cruel. Rookwood got what he deserved. Thank you for telling me. Anne and Sebastian deserve to know, and it should come from me. As we discussed, I spoke with Black. Sebastian's with the headmaster now, but perhaps there's a way to get word to him. When I find out, I'll send an owl.
Looks like we're back in summertime. Or spring. Right, let's see. Congratulations, you've completed the story of Hogwarts Legacy and reached the end of your school year. With your exams approaching fast, now is a good time to review your field guide progress, explore the world, finish any remaining relationships, blah 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 blah, as you see fit. Awesome. Right, so what we got? Well, let's go somewhere and wait for an owl message or something. What have we got down this way? Well, there's a... Hujima what's it? Let's go do that. Got a little bit of time left. We'll see what the story is with Sebastian. See what happens there.
What are you up to now?
Oh.
Meet me in the Undercroft as soon as you can.
Right, looks like we're going back to the Undercroft. Tell you what, better select the quest first. Right, okay, so we've got main quest to do that. Let's go do the other one though. Go see Ominous.
Late on your homework? Do you intend to study, or do you plan to remain a useless? Get your head down!
Thank you for coming.
Ominous, I received your owl. What's happened with Sebastian?
He's been expelled, and will soon face trial at the Ministry. Although Anne wanted to turn him in, I think now she's torn. I confess I know how she feels. As much as we all wanted Sebastian to face the consequences of his actions. It will never be the same without him. Just standing here in the Undercroft without Sebastian feels wrong.
I never thought things would end this way. I hope we did the right thing.
I hope so too.
Were you able to tell Sebastian about Rookwood cursing Anne?
I was. Black let me talk to Sebastian before he left. At first he wouldn't believe it. Then he realized it all made sense. Unfortunately, his anger only grew towards goblins and dark wizards. Anne was shocked too, but in some sense relieved to know the truth about who was responsible. I think it brought her some peace.
I'm glad to hear it. She deserves peace.
She does. Sebastian was my best friend. I can't imagine Hogwarts or anywhere without him. I know you two had grown close, that you were helping each other with more than just finding a cure for Anne. He never gave specifics, but I know it was important. He means a lot to us both. I hope we get the chance to tell him that one day. I know we had a bit of a rocky start, but you've proven yourself as a friend. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
Hey, right.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
So we've got another one. Let's go see Weasley.
Revelia.
Awful when they ask you a question, those grubby little faces. I'll just die.
shit.
You've been practicing.
Revelia.
Oh, excuse me. Want that chest. Since I'm here. Ah.
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
No, it won't. But I can assure you that he would want us to press on, and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts. I've heard all sorts of rumors. You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin, rescued hippogriffs, even helped Mr. Ollivander track down a family wand.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Sweeting. It's nice to see her engaging more with her classmates. There have evidently been Snidget sightings in the area lately. If the centaurs are to be believed, 2 Hogwarts students are behind it.
I'm certain I don't know what...
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide. May I see it?
Of course. What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. I see some progress here, but quite a bit of your field guide has yet to be completed. Fortunately, you do have some time to prepare for your OWLs. I will confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sorting ceremony. I am pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
Oh, she's broken. Who broke her? Oh, Jesus, let's turn away so they see it. Oh, she's away.
Revelia.
Ah, Jesus. Right, okay. Right, well, I think that is probably going to be it, I think, for Hogwarts. And to be fair, we have put in a hell of a lot of time in this game. Hell of a lot of time. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it as well. It's been really good. Right, hopefully they'll come out with some DLC and stuff like that in the future. Hopefully they'll get the stuttering issues and everything all fixed, because it's certainly worth playing. Really good game. Right, okay, so let's end it here. Let's find someone to raid. Right, let's see who is all on. Let's have a look. Who is on? Yeah, that was really good. Certainly, thanks for hanging out. Always appreciated, even if you're lurking in the backgrounds or whatever, but it was well worth playing. So what we're going to do is we will raid who's on. Let's go raid Andy Poggers. He's still playing Hogwarts as well. Raid him, see how he's getting on. Right, okay, so later on tonight, we are going to be playing a new game. We're going to be playing Spaceborne 2. Aye, Spaceborne 2, yeah. Not played it yet, so it'll be a first play. And we'll see how that goes. Panda Gaming was giving it raving reviews and stuff, so it was dirt cheap, so I thought I'd buy it and download it, so we'll give that a go. So anyway, until later on, guys, take care, stay safe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.